members of the Parliament, the General Manager of Telecommunication Regulation Agency, General Managers of Commonwealth, MTN, and Orange, Mrs. Bernadette Lewis, Pioneer Secretary General of the Commonwealth Telecommunication Organization, distinguished guests in your respective titles, ranks, and functions, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure and a pleasant duty for me to speak today at the Women's Forum, organized in prelude to the official opening ceremony of the Cameroon Digital Week, a week placed under the very high patronage of the President of the Republic, with the theme towards a digital future. Allow me first of all to express my deep gratitude to Madame the Minister of Posts and Telecommunications, who has honored the Ministry of Women's Empowerment and the Family to be at, let's say, the presidency of this important event on Women's Forum. Thank you, Madam Minister. I would also like to salute this initiative by the CTO, who thought of integrating gender issues into the whole process. Clearly, gender remains a cross-cutting issue and is fully justified in promoting equitable access for women and men to information and communication technologies and digital professions. Finally, I would like to thank all the personalities whose presence here enhances the splendor of the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenges of digital transformation are felt on a daily basis, as it is an important sector that is helping to revitalize economic growth by reducing poverty and improving people's living conditions. Consequently, the achievement of the 2030 Agenda, including its Sustainable Development Goals, and in particular, the fifth goal on gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls, depends on the ability of local players to seize the opportunities offered by digital transformation, to promote equality of access for girls and boys, women and men in this field. According to the Global System for Mobile Communication, Mobile Gender Gap Report 2022, women's access to mobile internet is still insufficient in low-income countries. These reasons for this include the lack of literacy and digital skills among women, the high cost of mobile phones, and the lack of security when using mobile internet. According to the report, women are 7% less likely to own a mobile phone than men, and 15% less likely to own a smartphone, and 234 million fewer women than men have access to mobile internet. Women use mobile internet 15% less often than men. E-commerce remains almost a virgin area to explore. It's almost about starting. In Cameroon, despite local initiatives led by public authorities, development partners, and civil society, the integration of women and girls into the digital sector remains low. As a result, the use, appropriation, and mastery of the challenges of digital tools is an area where there are still disparities between women and men. In addition, a look at society revealed the harmful effects of perverse use of ICT and digital technology, which seem to give free rein of violence against women and girls, to the point of tarnishing their image and dignity. It is therefore essential to fill these gaps and combat these ills, not only by improving women and girls' access to digital technology, but also by educating them and building their capacity to make beneficial use of these technological innovations, to stimulate growth, boost their economic activities, and promote their empowerment. That is the whole point of this Women's Forum, whose main objective is to highlight policies for the appropriation of ICTs by women, as well as digital transformation strategies for the empowerment of women. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, it is in line with this objective that the government is taking major steps to improve access to digital technology for women and girls and to facilitate their empowerment. I'll just quote some examples. The creation of multimedia resource centers in secondary schools by the head of state of Cameroon. The digital transformation acceleration process, Project Peace. Promoting digital transformation with the support of partners under the support project for socio-economic resilience of vulnerable young people, which aims to improve the living conditions in disadvantaged and vulnerable young people, including girls, through socio-economic integration and social involvement by strengthening their mastery of digital tools and skills. It focuses on entrepreneurship, vocational training, and the promotion of synergies between young people and local authorities for sustainable and inclusive local development. Developing programs to encourage women and girls to take an interest in digital technology. A support for female digital startups. Combating cyberbullying of young girls online. The Central African Fiber Optic Backbone Project, with a subcomponent entitled Support for the Empowerment of Women. Training women and girls on the use of ICT in partnership with the African Institute for Computer Science. Setting up multi-purpose community telecenters. Setting up ICT facilities in all women and family empowerment centers. The signing of an agreement with Orange Foundation to set up digital houses in women and family empowerment centers. The aim is to help improve the socio-economic situation of girls and women by integrating them into the digital economy through the use of ICTs. Raising awareness of the responsible use of social networks. Setting up a child helpline at the Ministry of Women's Empowerment and the Family, which is a permanent telephone listening, counseling, communication, and referral service for children in distress or victims of violence, abuse, and exploitation. Denouncing violence against women through dedicated websites. The signing of agreement with association working to promote digital technology, which in 10 months, with the support of Canadian funding, has trained 142 young girls from all the regions of Cameroon in data science, digital art, and website design. Several of these beneficiaries had no background in this field, but excelled and were recruited by certain local organizations. It is therefore clear that ICTs and digital technologies can stimulate innovation, economic growth, and job creation in many sectors of the economy, particularly with the entry into force of the African Continental Free Trade Area. These tools and technologies can help to improve women's access to market and to finance, particularly in remote rural areas, where there are sometimes no traditional financial institutions. It is therefore with a note of hope for the strengthening of strategies for empowering women and girls through digital technologies that I declare open the activities of the Women's Forum organized as part of the Cameroon Digital Week. Long live International Cooperation. Long live Cameroon and its illustrious head of state, His Excellency Paul Biya. Thank you for your kind attention.